Today, we're shining a warm spotlight on a woman whose voice defined an era and whose presence could electrify any stage. The one and only Agnetha Fältskog, the golden blonde enchantress of ABBA. With those angelic vocals, that radiant ease, and a beauty that never needed a filter, Agnetha became the favorite of millions, and somehow she still feels like everyone's favorite even now. Lately, a wave of resurfaced photos has been sweeping across the internet, and let's just say this, pictures don't lie. Whether you're looking at ABBA's peak in the 70 seconds or her more recent public moments, Agnetha always glows with the same effortless light. These images don't just flatter, they confirm what fans have always known. She wasn't merely a pop star, she was a full-on style icon. From sparkling bodysuits to daring stage looks that traced every line with elegance, she mastered that unique balance of sweet innocence and self-possessed allure. It's no wonder that even today, people scroll, stop, and stare, asking, how did one woman manage to be that pure and that stunning at the same time? What gives these photos their power isn't just the glamour, it's the nostalgia they unlock. They're not only snapshots, they're time capsules. They carry us back to a moment when music felt like magic. Fashion was fearless, and charisma didn't need an algorithm to be seen. Agnetha never chased sexy. She simply was authentic, unguarded, and real. And the world couldn't look away. And yes, let's be honest, a few of those shots are so bold that fans joke they needed a breather before they could keep scrolling. But beyond the shimmer and the spotlight, what shines brightest is her authenticity. She wasn't manufactured. She didn't pretend. She showed up as herself. And that's why decades later, she's still trending, still beloved, still Agnetha. Think about what made her unforgettable on stage. It starts with the voice silvery on the top, warm at the center, and emotionally precise. Even in a chorus built for arenas, Agnetha could float above the mix, then land a line that felt like it was sung only for you. There's that unmistakable blend of clarity and ache. In one moment, she's the sun pouring through a window. In the next, she's the quiet you feel after a long goodbye. Those photos remind us of that sound, because every frame seems to carry the memory of a note you can almost hear. Then there's the presence. Cameras loved her, but more than that, audiences trusted her. In an era of towering platforms and mirror ball lights, Agnetha's gaze could cut straight through the spectacle and tell you a whole story without a word. The outfits were daring. The connection was deeper. She made grand stages feel intimate and massive hooks feel personal. That's why the images land so strongly now. They don't just show what she looked like. They show what we felt when she sang. And let's talk style. ABBA's fashion language wasn't about playing it safe. It was about shine, shape, and showmanship. Sequined bodysuits, sculpted jumpsuits, and crisp lines that read from the front row to the rafters. Agnetha understood how to wear a look, so it never wore her. Even in the boldest ensemble, the eye always returned to the face. The expression, the emotion, the story she was telling, that's the secret sauce. Great style turns heads. Agnetha's style and the way she inhabited it held hearts. The nostalgia these photos stir also reminds us of a time when performance was its own kind of truth. No auto-tune trickery, no looping a chorus until it numbed your senses. It was melody, harmony, and human connection. Those images bring back the feeling of vinyl sleeves, radio countdowns, and Saturday evenings when you learned the lyrics by listening, not by swiping. They recall the particular sparkle of a TV performance everyone talked about at school on Monday. They evoke friendships, first dances, and the chapters of our lives that songs helped us write. And of course, no conversation about ABBA is complete without mentioning the dynamic between the two front women, Agnetha Fältskog and Annefrid Lyngstad Freda, with that rich, earthy tone that wrapped around Agnetha's gleam, like velvet around crystal. The photos of Agnetha remind us how beautifully those voices lock together. Two colors, one light. Some fans say they're Team Agnetha for that luminous top line. Others declare Team Annie Fried for that dusky warmth. But the truth is, when they sang together, everybody won. It wasn't a competition. It was a chemistry that defined a generation. So why do these images hit so hard right now? Because they reaffirm something we quietly crave. Authentic stardom. The kind that isn't frantic or manufactured. The kind that doesn't need controversy to trend. Agnetha's photos capture a star who never shouted to be seen. She shone. She gave you clarity in the chorus and sincerity in the verse. She let the song do its real work, while her presence made it unforgettable. And yes, those bolder frames are part of the legend too. Fans aren't wrong when they laugh about needing a moment before they keep scrolling. But even in the most daring shots, what lingers isn't provocation, it's poise. The confidence is unmistakable, but it's never cruel, never cold. It's the kind of assurance that says, this is me, this is the music, and this is the moment. That blend soft and strong, luminous and grounded, is why the images feel as fresh today as they did then. So tell us, are you Team Agnetha or Team Annie Fried? Or are you like us, simply Team ABBA forever? Because some harmonies shouldn't be split apart. If these photos brought back memories or left you a little speechless, tap that like button. Share the moment with a friend and drop your favorite ABBA song in the comments. Maybe it's the one that soundtracked your first summer job, your first car ride with the windows down, or the first time you realized a pop song could carry a whole lifetime of feeling. Before we go, one more thought. Those photos whisper to us. Timelessness isn't about refusing to change. It's about carrying the best of who you are through every change. That's what we see in Agnetha Fältskog, then and now. The same bright gaze, the same calm confidence, the same voice you can almost hear just by looking at a still frame. Some stars flicker, the great ones keep shining and invite us to shine a little. 2. This has been Hollywood Untold. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us, celebrating a legend who never needed to force the spotlight. She simply stepped into it and made it home.